So we just got done watching this movie called The Platform. It is about this guy, and it's about a prison, and this prison is like it's a really big rectangle like tower, and it's got two people per floor and a platform that lowers down through the prison from presumably level 0 or 1 all the way to defined number in the end. So I think it's like 333 or 334. So the ending was kind of like a cliffhanger, and so I came to a determination about what had to be. Hey, quit it over there. So the prison system and everything wasn't flawed. It was the people were corrupt in the thing. When the guy got to the bottom of the platform, at the very bottom, the determination that has to be made is that, at least I think, is that the food never ever 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 gets down there. And so the very bottom is where then like dead bodies and whatever else would accumulate and pile up, and then whoever cleans the place would clean it. You know, but once if you were to ride that platform all the way to the very bottom, what you would find is that there's nothing else you can do. Presumably it's a black empty void space of nothing except for a platform. And so the only thing you could do then is go up. And so what you know is that from platforms presumably 1 down to 333 are platforms where food or some kind of offering of food could be made or is given. You could say that the very bottom one, 333, like the heat or the cold things that tell if there's extra food or materials in the room that like will kill you if you keep them. Like, they might not have installed it that low because food is never expected to get that low, if that's like, a corrupt organization. But, I'd like to pretend they're benevolent or good, because otherwise, you're rooting for the bad stuff. So my thought is that the woman said she brought a ukulele, and that other lady came in to try and regulate things to make it work right and people to understand, but she didn't get it either. There's always some kind of weird, like, oh, I didn't think that was the way out path. You see, nobody else is riding this platform. Her daughter must have been named Ukulele. She was said to have brought a ukulele with her, but there's no ukulele anywhere nearby. You don't see any remnants of it or parts of it at all. You see someone with a violin, but that's it. And so my thought is like, when she was at the little questionnaire thing, she said, what do you want to bring with you? And she said, ukulele. And so when time came, she brought ukulele with her. That's kid's name. So when the kid goes up to the top platform, you believe that it's a good organization, and it truthfully isn't supposed to be anything, bad or whatever. The kid gets to go home and go free, and the guy eventually realizes that there's no other exit aside from then getting back up on the platform and going up, otherwise die. I mean, he would then sit there and only have dead bodies to eat, and he could just become a zombie and eat people and get Kuru disease or whatever it is and have to keep eating people. But otherwise, that was the way out the whole time, was getting back on the platform, going all the way up and out. Because you see the very bottom is a closed-in room that's just darkness. There's nothing else. And so what you know from every other room is there's no way out and you get food offered. The only place that you don't know about is option 0. And so where the platform comes from. So the way out is presented the entire time. They're confined by their own means because they don't think about it. It's a pretty decent movie. It made me think a lot afterwards because it really kind of irritated me how much it felt like a cliffhanger. But when I really think about it, it's kind of not. It kind of works itself out. I think it's a foreign movie, though. I'm not sure. But that's my review. It's a pretty decent movie, and that's what I think about the ending. That's my assumption of it. I like the old guy character. He seemed very familiar. But, and I also think the main actor was supposed to look like Adrian Brody a little bit, or he kind of did, but he played the part well. I think the whole movie was great. And he actually, he looked like Don Quixote. I was thinking about that. When he brought that book, I was laying next to my wife, and I was like, hey, that guy, I was just about to tell her, that guy looks like Don Quixote, I swear. And then he chose that book, but it was kind of creepy. You know, it was kind of crazy too. So it's a pretty good movie. If you haven't seen it, I suggest you watch it. Although if you're looking at this, it's probably because you have watched it. So thanks for watching.